Why are the days of the week named like this? We say their names every day without thinking about their meaning, but each day of the week hides a fascinating story that connects us to ancient gods, planets, and millennial traditions. Get ready to discover why Monday isn't just the most hated day, but is named after a celestial body that governs emotions. Monday, the day of the moon. Its Latin origin is Dies Lunae, meaning day of the moon. Monday gets its name from our natural satellite, the moon. The Romans dedicated this day to the lunar goddess, and the tradition spread across Europe. In ancient astrology, the moon was believed to influence emotions and feelings, possibly explaining why many experience Monday blues. Fun facts. In English, it's Monday Moon Day. In French, it's lundi from Dies Lunae. In Italian, it's lunedì. Ancient people believed lunar phases affected moods, which is why lunatic has its root in luna. Tuesday, the day of the god of war. Its Latin origin is Dies Martis, meaning day of Mars. Mars, the Roman god of war, lends his name to Tuesday. The Romans considered this day favorable for military campaigns and any endeavor requiring courage and determination. As the father of Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome, Mars gave Tuesday special significance. Fun facts. In English, it's Tuesday from Tyr, the Norse god of war. In French, it's mardi. The phrase Tuesday the 13th comes from Spanish superstition, whereas other cultures fear Friday the 13th. The planet Mars is also named after this god. Wednesday, the day of the divine messenger. Its Latin origin is Dies Mercurii, meaning day of Mercury. Mercury, the swift and cunning messenger of the Roman gods, gives Wednesday its name. He was the protector of merchants, travelers, and even thieves. The Romans believed this day was ideal for trade and communication. Fun facts. In English, it's Wednesday from Woden, the Anglo-Saxon name for Odin, the Norse god equivalent to Mercury. In French, it's Mercredi. Mercury wore winged sandals and carried a caduceus, a staff with serpents. It's the closest planet to the Sun, fitting for the fastest messenger. Thursday, the day of the king of the gods. Its Latin origin is Dies Jovis, meaning day of Jupiter. Jupiter, the ruler of all Roman gods, Lord of the sky and thunder, gives his name to Thursday. He was the most powerful deity in the Roman pantheon, equivalent to the Greek god Zeus. This day was considered especially auspicious for important matters and crucial decisions. Fun facts. In English, it's Thursday from Thor, the Norse god of thunder. In French, it's jeudi. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. The eagle was his sacred symbol. By Jupiter was a common exclamation in ancient Rome. Friday, the day of the goddess of love. Its Latin origin is Dies Veneris, meaning day of Venus. Venus, the Roman goddess of love, beauty, and fertility, lends her name to Friday. This day was associated with romance, passion, and pleasures. Venus was among the most revered deities, equivalent to the Greek goddess Aphrodite. Fun facts. In English, it's Friday from Freya and Frigg, Norse goddesses of love. In French, it's Vendredi. Venus is the brightest planet seen from Earth. The symbol female sign represents both Venus and the female gender. Venus Friday was considered a lucky day for weddings. Saturday, the day of rest. Its Latin origin is sabbatum, from the Hebrew Shabbat, meaning rest. Saturday has a different origin. It comes from the Jewish Sabbath, the sacred day of rest established in the Fourth Commandment. When Christianity spread throughout the Roman Empire, it adopted this Jewish tradition of weekly rest. Fun facts. In English, it's Saturday from Saturn, the Roman god of agriculture. In French, it's Samedi from sabbatum. Jews observe the Sabbath from Friday evening to Saturday evening. Some languages still reference Saturn in their name for this day. It's the only day not directly named after Roman mythology. Sunday, the day of the Lord. Its Latin origin is Dies Dominica, meaning day of the Lord. Sunday has a Christian origin. Dominica refers to Christ as Lord, Dominus. However, the Romans originally called it Dies Solis, day of the sun, dedicated to the solar god. When Christianity became Rome's official religion, the day was transformed into one honoring Christ as the Son of Justice. Fun facts. In English, it's Sunday, keeping the solar origin Sunday. In French, it's Dimanche from Dies Dominica. Emperor Constantine officially designated Sunday as a Christian day of rest in 321 CE. Many languages retain the solar reference, e.g. German, Sonntag. The 7-day week is an ancient system. Why 7 days? The 7-day system comes from the 7 celestial bodies visible to the naked eye: Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. The Babylonian tradition that associated each day with a celestial body, the Judeo-Christian influence of the Sabbath, and the creation in 7 days. Ancient numerology, which considered 7 to be a perfect number. Fascinating differences between languages. Latin tradition, Spanish, French, Italian. These languages maintain the Roman gods and planets in their names. Germanic tradition, English, German, Dutch. They adapted Roman gods to their Norse equivalents. Mars corresponds to Tyr, Norse god of war. Mercury corresponds to Odin, Woden, principal Norse god. Jupiter corresponds to Thor, Norse god of thunder. Venus corresponds to Freya, Frigg, Norse goddess of love. Slavic tradition. Some Slavic-speaking countries use numerical names, such as first day, second day, etc. The order of days has an astrological logic. The current sequence is not random. Ancient Babylonian astrologers established the order based on the perceived distance of planets from Earth. The planetary hours, where each hour of the day was governed by a different celestial body. The planet governing the first hour of the day determined the day's name. The astrological sequence was Saturn, Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, which evolved into our modern week. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A cultural legacy and superstitions. Each day inherited the characteristics of its deity. Monday, melancholy, new energy, new moon. Tuesday, a day of battle, strength, but also conflicts. Wednesday, trade, communication, travel. Thursday, power, authority, important decisions. Friday, love, art, beauty, celebration. Saturday, rest, reflection, family. Sunday, renewal, spirituality, new beginnings. Conclusion, living among gods. Every time we say see you on Tuesday, or complain that Mondays are too long, we are unknowingly invoking ancient Roman gods, Hebrew traditions, and millennia-old astronomical knowledge. Our days of the week are a living museum connecting our modern routine with Roman mythology and its fascinating gods. Astronomical knowledge from ancient civilizations. Religious traditions that shaped the Western world. The evolution of language over centuries. Next time you glance at your calendar, remember that you're not just looking at dates. You are contemplating a 2,000-year-old cultural legacy, where each day carries the stories of gods, planets, and traditions that have survived through time to accompany us in our daily lives. Did you know you carried the Roman gods in your agenda? Now that you know their stories, each day of the week will have a completely new meaning.